Good morning, Internet. To my surprise, Onision Gregory finally responded. That's right, to not just me, but lots and lots of other people. And he made an official statement. That's right. And today we're gonna go over that statement and a few other things that he had to say. Boy, is this type of stuff entertaining. Because for the most part, you know, my video that I made a week and a half ago, the Onision files, that video has almost reached 800,000 views, and despite it being demonetized. So every single person who watched that video in full, thank you so much. But today we're gonna go over his official statement on what he had to say. Yeah, he made a couple official statements all in the course of several days. Lawnmower, do you really have to be lawn mowing right now outside? I do apologize for that. So here we go, folks. Official statement. Now these are color-coded. Some awesome person went through the pain of highlighting this stuff. So down here in the corner, you have the little colors that emphasize certain things that he does in this entire post. Just makes it easier to follow. The internet is full of morons. Well, that is true. However, Greg, what I've found out is that if you typically want to make a serious post addressing something that you're being accused of, or that's something controversial that you said or did, you probably don't want to start off your posts calling people who are reading the post names. Just gonna say that flat out that like I've been on this platform for a long time, and if you want to want people to take you seriously, which they don't, but if you do want them to take you seriously, calling people names is just completely dismissive, and it makes you look like you're not actually saying anything worth listening to. Nobody wants to listen to what you have to say when you start off calling them names. And as you're going to see, the rest of this post is literally him just calling people names at like each start of the sentences, each start of the paragraphs, which is just, I don't know why you think this is a smart move, but whatever, you know, you're Greg. Morons will believe whatever they want to if it suits their narrative. You know this is a fact if you take 5 seconds to look at politics. Democrats are obsessed with hating Republican leaders. Republicans are obsessed with hating on Democratic leaders, despite the fact that all these people are probably mostly decent and just have different opinions. If only if it was just that simple, Greg. If only. Now, for internet culture, you friends don't like someone. A lot of the time, that bandwagons to you, you wind up being just like them, blindly hating, never looking at the facts. That's actually not completely true, because, like, you know, Billy the Fridge was friends with you, right? And I always thought it was kind of weird that he was friends with you for so long, but I never not talked to Billy in the Fridge. I never considered him not a friend, or, you know, just because he was a friend of yours. I don't fall into the whole guilt by association, typically, unless there's evidence that that person, guilt by association, is involved, like, heavily in the stuff that that person is doing. People can be friends with people who you don't like. There's nothing inherently wrong with that. Not everybody operates the way that you think they do, Greg. So, dumb beep. Yes, I'm not trying to win you over because I don't care if you like me. Then, if you're not trying to win somebody over, then why are you even making this post? Why does anything you have to say mean anything if you're not trying to win people over? You are all still in high school. Yeah, like the people that you want to bring into your life. The internet drama, outrage culture, and the canceled BS is absolute ridiculous. You think it's okay to draw conclusions on people when you were not there, you don't know the full story, and that's why I look at people like you, like your beepity beepity beep. I've been bombarded with messages saying, Paleto! And everybody well knows that I am not a Paleto. Why? Because you're a beeping idiot. You need an actual kiddo to be in pictures. Did you not even remotely consider that fact? For instance, long time ago, Shane Dawson, of course you have to bring up Shane Dawson again, right? He's your best hand man. Said that he thought 7 through 9 was sexy. But later he said that he was joking. If people call him a Paleto for that, yeah. But was he joking? Maybe. You have to have a situation straight up where Shane Dawson actually called a kiddo that. Now, in caps, do you have Onision calling anyone that anywhere? No, you don't. Closest thing you have is that people saying Onision rated fans. This is based on absolute garbage. No, it's not. You have an entire series on your channel rating people's physique and saying whether they're, you know, too thin, too fat, eat less, eat more, and actually giving like number ratings to their physique when some of them are clearly, and there's actually evidence out there, which I've already covered before, I'm not going to go over it again, where they have been under the age of 18. And you shouldn't be doing it. Even if they are above 18, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. If you actually watch the videos, you find out that the forum was being ran was 18 plus. Haters don't admit this because they are lying scum. Anyone in videos who was not 18 because they were either unaware or they lied to be there. Additionally, YouTube has had no problem with said videos because unlike Shane's joke, no actual kiddos were hit on or otherwise spoken horribly about, yet of course Onision is not Shane Dawson. On to the ridiculous accusations coming from dumb buttheads that I kicked out of my life. This can all be summed up in one statement. I do not want to beep you. Screw you. I rejected you, and now you're mad, trying to demonize me so you can make sense of me not wanting to screw you. So wait, all the stuff that I've talked about with you in regards to my Onision Files video that I did, it's all because people didn't want, you rejected them, and because they rejected you, they all say this negative things because you rejected them. Somehow I find that very unlikely, Greg, because it seems like you have a lot of people that you've rejected and they all say the same thing, and when you have as many people with as much receipts and evidence of things that you've said to them and invalidating their agloose, I just find this so unlikely that this would be true. Who wants to sleep around with somebody who has a carrot pencil? Literally, most of us have gone through this. Some dumb buttheads are total creeps. Some of them straight up commit crimes, yet people still support them because they're beeping idiots with no actual legal integrity, or cheats on both of us and then goes around telling everyone, never want to see that piece of garbage again, that we did something horrible. Listen, you dumb beeps. That's a hard word to say, Greg. That word's not allowed on Twitter. In fact, anytime I've ever said that word on Twitter, I've been, my post has been banned. So be careful with the words you say on Twitter. If someone did something horrible, you likely would have dumped them. It's always these rejected butt mother beeps who go around talking garbage. Just admit someone doesn't want to be with you and move on with your life. You see, Greg has this idea that if anyone criticizes him, they must want to be with him. Sorry, Greg, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you or your husband. No, thank you. I am good with my animal family. God forbid I don't want to screw you, so you punish me. How screwing sick is that? Fact is, I've never dumped these people as friends or otherwise. Fact is, if I never dumped these people as friends or otherwise, they'd still be with me. Why? Because 9 out of 10 times when there was a breakup, I was dumping them. Reality check, that's why I've been married so long. Meanwhile, all these people haven't heard of a single successful relationship they've been in. Why? Because most of them were dumped for a very, very good reason. Ex-wife, extremely greedy, used me for money, lied to me about love in the first place, wound up trying to get $250,000 out of me when I left her. In other words, I was right about her the whole time. No, you weren't right about her in the whole time because legal documents prove otherwise, and I've already proved that that's completely not true at all. You were the one who initiated the breakup. You were the one who wanted to end the relationship. You were the one who was involved with another person when you were married, and you kicked her to the side and wanted to pursue somebody else, and you brought up a divorce. It's in legal paperwork, something that you also signed to and agreed to that it was true when you signed the document. So, no. Canadian X, I'm not even going to read that because I've already went over this. Virginian X, not going to go over this because, again, I've already went through this too. Other exes / friends, same story, different people. Wow, they're all the same story? Like, every single one of them? Well, either A, you're one of the worst people at choosing friends or other people to be in relationships with, or there's actual truth to what these people are saying, which there is, to back everything up. Something that in this statement you still completely ignore and never address with evidence, other than saying, that's not true, that's not true. The burden of proof is on you because there is so much evidence that contradicts everything that you say in this official statement. In other words, and long story short, I am not what people say I am. Yes, you are. And if you think otherwise, you're even more deluded and brainwashed than any of us could ever imagine or predict. I was not the person dumped for lying. In fact, the Virginian ex came back to me repeatedly, even after I made videos about her, and every time she had zero complaints about what I said in the videos because I always told the truth. And final note, the tabloid channels, you know, people who gave up making good content and settled for just talking garbage about me, all seem to center on the idea that some kind of illegal stuff happened. Even people that I kicked out have claimed illegal stuff may have happened, yet these people straight up admitted to committing felonies and lied to you about actually going anywhere to get justice achieved. People say I went to court or I talked to the police. You know who went to the police? Me. I went to the police when my ex threatened to make it look like I did it. Oh, hello, Dennis. Hello. I went to the police when my ex was body slamming my doors because I had just broken up with her and she refused to give me space, and every time the police sided with me. Why? Because it seems like I'm the only mature human being in all of these situations. We're talking about 30 years old who are still acting like children, lying, running around like they've always been trees, despite being the ones rejected. Who needs to build a bridge and get the beep over it? So yeah, I see all of you as morons because you believed absolute horse garbage and you have no apologies for it because you are all idiots. And if you want me to forgive you, well, I do. But not for you. I forgive all of you for me. Have a great beeping day. Well, good. I'm glad that you can forgive yourself for the horrible things you've done, Greg. I'm glad that you can write a big post literally repeating everything that you've repeated in videos and being incapable of acknowledging any sort of damage or hurt that you've caused in anyone's life. Because the few moments that you do acknowledge that, you then take it back and cover it back up with mud. It's like, it's an ongoing cycle of pattern with you that you may be 30 years old, but the pattern's never going to stop and it's never going to change and it's not capable of that. Like, there's no point anymore. It's the same stuff every single time. Now, we're actually not done yet. He made additional posts, which is just funny to me, and we're gonna go over this. So, hey, yo, I'm quitting Twitter and moving to Patreon/Instagram/YouTube, and all you should too. Yeah, how many times have you quit Twitter? So, are you actually gonna quit Twitter this time, or are you just gonna lie again and restore your account after 30 days before it gets deleted? Are you actually deleting Twitter this time, Greg? Please, just do us a favor and delete it permanently. When people say nice things to you, you tend to be nice back. When people say mean things to you, you tend to feel bad, say upset things. This is basic human psychology. Fact is, you sure like your facts, man. People on this site are all full of garbage. Everything most of all of them say is literally for clout. People don't mean most of the garbage they say because they talk garbage. Then they bump into me and act all nice. If you're one of the many people like that, if I ever meet you, insert, just turn yourself into the police now, psycho. If I want to grow up, I have to identify triggers in my life that waste my time and involve people who will never be honest or real or talk to you like they're actually a human being. I dump a lot of people. I kick a lot of people out of my life. I do because they lie. I do this because they don't actually care about reality. Only care about what agrees with their worldviews or feelings rather than what actually happens, IRL, the real truth. So with that, I'm dumping all of you. Oh, my heart, Greg. I can't believe you're dumping everybody on the internet. How could you do this to us? How could you damage our self-esteem so poorly, ma'am? I don't know what I'm gonna do. How am I gonna sleep at night, ma'am? How am I gonna sleep? I don't understand. Go make your videos saying how I'm a monster because I kicked you out of my life. Everyone else already did, and they just got rejected 5 seconds of fame for total BS. You are just like them. I used to trust people. I used to be a lot more gullible than I am now. I see right through you now. You are definitely not worth it. You never know people till that you reject them. And B, most of all, you are selfish and will do anything to feel good about the webs of your lies that you spin to boost your false sense of self-importance every day. Yeah, just like you do. I don't want Twitter BS anymore in my life. And yeah, some of you will miss out with the real talk, no BS attitude I brought you, but I'll still be on Onision on my Patreon, my Instagram. So you'll be the only rational ones who don't let Salem mobs decide your mentality for you. See you there. Everyone else, one day the mob will spread lies about you too, and you'll see clear as day, oh, wow, that banana guy wasn't screwing around. I get it now. No one cares about the truth, only what they want to believe. Screw me. Throw your party now. I've outgrown you. Wow, Greg. Seems like the majority of your audience has outgrown you because you really have no support anymore on this platform other than a few remaining patrons, and it is well deserved. I'm not somebody to usually glorify somebody's, you know, financial loss or them getting so upset and angry about the stuff that people talk about them. Like, I'm not somebody to be like, yeah, we've stomped this person down. I'm not that type of person generally. But with you, that is an exception. I'm glad that we've potentially made you leave Twitter, because you don't deserve to be on Twitter. After all, that's where the majority of your behavior and, like, saying horrible things combined with you. I would say YouTube and your Twitter were, like, the two most horrible platforms that you've been on, where you've done a lot of, you know, scummy things. And I'm just glad. I really hope that you keep your word, Greg. Stay off of Twitter for our sakes. Thank you for watching this video, folks. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, link down below, very first link is my ASMR channel. I'm posting another video there in 1 or 2 days. I posted a video there 2 days ago. I do make ASMR content for your relaxation, and if it's something that if you struggle with sleep and you like ASMR, check out my channel. We just hit 3,000 subscribers on there. All my links are linked down below, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in a few days. Peace.